Hi, it's Wednesday, the 29th of November 2017, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. So 29 is a 2, and we have a number of 2s in the month sequence. So the first one is the second, which is the 2, and that 2 in Jinshin means wisdom. It's the wisdom to be able to see that everything has two sides that are equal and opposite. Not just opposite, but equal and opposite. Every person, event, or circumstance has a balance of benefits and drawbacks, pain and pleasure, advantages over disadvantages. That is wisdom, knowing that. Then the next 2 we have is 11, and 11 is criticism and judgment. It's about suspending criticism and judgment, and safety engine lock 11 is on the top of the shoulder, on the top of the trap here. And this is where we keep all our criticisms of not only other people, but of ourselves. So this is self-criticism and judgment. And 11 is a sacred number. Remember, it's a special number in the number sequence, and it's about being able to tune into spiritual wisdom. And one of the things that I believe is true spiritual wisdom is that you cannot give anything to anyone else that you haven't given to yourself. So you can't give forgiveness, you can't give unconditional love, you can't give nurture, you can't give complete care if you haven't actually been able to give any of that to yourself. And so when we connect to safety engine lock number 11, then we actually connect to that part that is what we need for our spiritual wholeness and well-being. Then we have 20. 20 is up here, remember, and 20 is about connecting our vision to cosmic vision. So this is about like getting the God's eye view of things. So this is in a spiritual, global, universal context. There are benefits and drawbacks. They are always equal and opposite. Pain and pleasure is always equal and opposite. And we are always going to have those polarities in this third dimensional reality. So 29 takes that somewhat further and enables us to metabolize all of this in a big picture way. So it's a 2, remember, and 2 is a water number. It's an emotional number. We're in November, that's also a 2, so we've got 2 2s and a 1 in the root of the life map today. So whereas yesterday we had 2 1s and a 2, we had head over heart, today we've potentially got heart over head. Now, ideally, we want both in balance, right? So today you may have the opportunity to actually be more in touch with your emotions, more in touch with that water element in the body and in the universe, more in touch with being in flow, allowing emotions and feelings to come up and flow and not suppressing them because they make us uncomfortable. So we always look for distraction when discomfort kicks in. The key with emotions is not to fix them, it's to feel them. And ironically, the more we try not to feel them, the more they go underground, and they very often manifest as physical symptoms in our bodies or in behaviors that we call sabotaging. But when we allow ourselves to feel them, they're like tides. They come in and they go out. So the only way that you can actually shift the discomfort of an uncomfortable emotion is by feeling it. And today you can really connect to that. Of course, when we see this balance that I've just spoken about, when we can appreciate that this balance exists in the whole universe and probably in multiple universes, then we are truly able to integrate the light and the shadow within us. And we cannot have the light if we don't have the shadow, remember? So the more you integrate, not disown, your shadow parts, and the more you accept that that is part of who you are, the more your light can shine. And the more you can step into that power of the one in the life map, which is about inspiration and taking things out into the world and initiating new things. And you don't have to do anything. It'll just be an energy that you radiate. And that already makes a difference in the world and to others because it gives everyone else permission to shine. Our hero of today is the 5, and 5 is about adaptation. 5 is the adventure seeker. 5 likes a thrill. 5 loves it to be exciting. So 5 thrives on change. And even when the emotion is uncomfortable and we have a different way of approaching it, for example, by allowing it as opposed to trying to distract ourselves or suppress it, the 5 helps us to adapt to new ways of doing and thinking and being. Our villain today is the 7. And 7 in this position is terrified of being embarrassed. So you may find yourself becoming emotional today and then thinking, oh no, I can't put this facade on. I can't show this, not this facade on, sorry. I can't show the genuine me. I can't show the authentic me because I'm going to look stupid. I'm going to look weak. It's going to look bad. So that is that's the sabotager of the villain today, is that we will be tempted to put on the mask of, I'm tough, or the big girl pants, or the soldier on, or the stiff upper lip, or this isn't really that important to me, or ouch, that didn't hurt that much. We'll be tempted to do that in order to avoid embarrassment. So please be aware of that and try not to do that, okay? Try and connect to how you are authentically feeling today. It will make you feel a whole lot better. So safety energy lock number 2. So you can hold 20, or you can hold 11 and ring with your thumb and your ring finger. Safety energy lock number 2 is on the ring finger. So probably if you want to get it all done today, then you need to hold your little finger, because that's trying too hard. But this particular position, holding the 11 with one hand and making a ring with the thumb and the ring finger, will hold safety energy lock number 2, which is on the ring finger, as well as 11, which is on the top of the shoulder. Safety energy lock, wait, I just have to look. 11 itself is on the index finger, and safety energy lock number 20 is on the little finger. So you have options today. So remember, little finger is trying too hard, excess perfectionism. If you think, oh dear God, I have to hold it all now, little finger, ring finger, index finger, and this one, I'm never going to have the time, hold your little finger. That's trying too hard. If you are feeling particularly sad and you are releasing sadness and grief, hold your ring finger, because that's the finger for sadness and grief. If you are extremely fearful and struggling to go with the flow and to adapt, and you're scared of being overwhelmed by your emotions, then you can hold your index finger. So 5, which is the hero today, loves having options. So there we go. Those are all the options for today. I hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.